Hi guys, it is Bridget. Welcome back to my channel. So as you know, JC and I are engaged and we are slowly starting the wedding process. And right now we're about to look at our first venue. It is in Connecticut, upstate, about 2 hours away from where I live. And I thought I would bring you guys along. Lisa's here and JC's here. Lisa's gonna record it all while we walk around. Your hair is like flying off.
It looks great.
So yeah, I thought this would be like our venue touring video, probably the first video in the series. Next will be wedding dress shopping. So let's go look at this venue.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous in the fall. And you know, the sides could be up to 10, they may be up depending on the weather. Issues for multiple reasons, just there's a kind of more open space, so this typically is the backup for ceremony, if it rains.
So he said ceremony can happen down there in front of that tree or over there in those trees. This is the popular area for rehearsal dinners, and even late at night during the wedding they like open up these doors. You can have food trucks out here. This is where cottages are that you can just buy them all out. I think they fit around 30 people, but he said we can bring air mattresses, really make it fit for everyone, which is nice. The buses usually come down here that you rent. Hi guys, so I wanted to come on after each venue to kind of give you more of a reason why we picked it, why we didn't pick it, and just some thoughts on it. I'm doing this true vlog style because I can't find my tripod anywhere. So the venue you just saw was Lion Rock, and that is in Connecticut. I forget exactly which town, but it's up north, so we're down in like the southwest part of Connecticut, and this was more like the middle of the state. It was gorgeous. I loved it. One thing that was so cool about it is that you pay one price and you get the venue from Friday, I think morning or like noontime, until Sunday early afternoon. So it's nice because you're just one place the whole weekend. You don't have to worry about like transportation for the bridal party or parents. And they also have a few cottages on the site. So a certain amount of family members can sleep there. You don't have to worry about, you know, getting hotels for you, your fiance, you know, like all of that. So that was really nice. But there was a few things that I didn't like about it. One, literally when we went to visit, and in every picture they have a tent up. So I think you have to have the tent for like the wedding, but it's not included. So that would have been an additional, I think $2,000 or $3,000. And the other thing about it was because it was a real farm. I mean, I looked at like all farm styles, but this one was just the most in the middle of nowhere. And because so many of our guests will be flying in, I just felt bad knowing that people would have to fly in to like just say LaGuardia, JFK, and then drive hours to this venue. There was maybe a really tiny airport close by, but most people wouldn't fly into that. So it just seemed like a little inconvenient for everyone. And another thing was that there was no real downtown. There was no like bars close by to go out after the wedding or, you know, cute restaurants. It was really like you're paying for the country. I mean, it was absolutely beautiful, but just not the one for us. That venue was Rosewood Farms in Maryland. Again, I'm blanking on the name, but I'll link all of them down below. And this one was gorgeous. I was, you know, when I was first looking, I thought I was all for the white barn feel. And the pictures, I mean, it's so beautiful. It's just like a blank slate. You can really put in whatever flowers you want, just make it unique to your own. and it was beautiful, but you guys, this venue was so expensive. Oh my, so basically I think it was 14 grand just for Saturday. So I think that time was from like noon to 10 or something like that. And every little thing was extra. So if you wanted to come a few hours early, because noontime is kind of late. Like our venue, we get to go on at 10:30, which I mean isn't super earlier, but it's still a good hour and a half. So if you wanted to come on the venue earlier to start getting ready, like if you have a large bridal party, each hour additional was like $250. If you wanted to extend till midnight, each hour was an additional $500. If you, for the ceremony spot, like the big white inside of the barn, if you wanted chairs for your guests, that was $2 per chair. For the reception, if you wanted cushions for your chairs for your guests, that was like 50 cents per cushion. If you wanted to use the projector in the reception place to show like a little photo op thing, that was more money. If you wanted to use a golf cart, that was more money. If you wanted to use the fire pit, that was more money. It's like every little area they could charge you more. They did, and it almost seemed like you're already paying so much for the day, and then all these other expenses, it was just way too much. So that one was just also, after seeing all like where we would spend so much more money, that was out of the question. So that venue was historic Shady Lane in Pennsylvania. It was about 40 minutes from Lancaster, which is like the closest city, like actual city. So definitely still like that really country feel. What drew me to want to visit this one was the greenhouse. They just like the pictures of receptions in there or ceremonies in there just look so pretty, and the dangling lights, and the property really is gorgeous. There is a house for the bridal party to get ready. It was definitely dated, like it was fine, but it wasn't, you could tell it was old. There's a place for the grooms to get ready. They had, for the actual ceremony spot, there was a few different locations that were all outdoors. And then for the reception, it was in a tent. And the pictures really, I'll post them here. The pictures I've seen on Instagram, it does look beautiful. But the biggest thing for me was the bathroom situation. So I have a few members in my family that are handicapped, and what they do is they have like a trailer bathroom, which some of them I've seen are really nice, but it's still like the ramp, I mean, that would be wheelchair accessible, but then once you got inside, we saw one there, and it was just tiny. Like to have, if two people both using a wheelchair had to go to the bathroom in there, like it would not work. And I think you'd have to wheel the person up and then get them out of the wheelchair before they actually entered into the bathroom to like go in one of the stalls. It was just really tight, and I just didn't want, people to have to wait for lines for the bathrooms. I want to say that was probably my biggest downfall. I'm trying to think of anything else. For the ceremony, like I said, you could do it in the greenhouse, or some people did it like on the lawn. If I did have our wedding there, I would have wanted to do it in the greenhouse just because it's so unique and pretty, but it's tiny. Like, I forget the amount of guests they could fit in there. It's just like a tiny space. So if you're having a very intimate wedding, maybe like 50 people, I think it would work no problem. But we plan on having like 150 guests, and I just didn't think it was gonna work. But still, a beautiful property. It just, I don't know, just wasn't it for us. I think if anything we'll do like... Alright, so I realized I never filmed an after clip for this venue, so that's why I'm like in a totally different outfit. But this one was Nostranos, I think that was the name, Vineyards. It was really nice. It was honestly a really cool building. I think it would be awesome for like a birthday party or anniversary. For a wedding, it just didn't have all like the bells and whistles I wanted. Like the only bathroom, you had to walk all the way outside to the end of like the driveway. It's like that little shed building you see when you're looking out of the venue. Yeah, there just weren't like a lot of extra things that I was excited about. The building was beautiful, but like the kitchen was detached and there was issues with like catering, and I don't know. I wasn't super excited about it.
If you go with the band, I'm only gonna make one recommendation. You must see.
All right, that one was the farm at Eagles Ridge, and that's the one we picked. I absolutely love it. It is beautiful. I cannot wait for our special day there. Some of the perks I loved about this place was you totally get the barn slash farm feel, but it's literally 10 minutes from downtown Lancaster, where there's so many restaurants, so many bars, lots of rooftop bars, lots of different hotels for people to choose from. So, you know, they can pick if they want a higher end hotel or lower end, lots of Airbnbs if they want to do that. They also allow a golf cart that isn't an extra charge, which is really important because, like I said, I have some members of my family that are handicapped, so that will be helpful bringing people from the ceremony to the reception. Another thing I liked about this spot is we are aiming to have our ceremony outside, but there is an indoor backup plan that's also really beautiful. Some of the other places didn't really have a great backup plan for, you know, if it was raining or whatever. So that's amazing. I absolutely love the house that we're gonna get ready in. It's just gorgeous. And when I walked into the room with the full-length mirrors, like the bridal suite where she, you know, puts on her dress, I just had this feeling like, okay, this is it. This is our venue. I just absolutely fell in love with it. So that was it for our venue shopping video. Let me know which venue you guys like below and any other wedding related videos you want me to put up on this page. I can't wait. Our wedding is a year away. I haven't announced the date, but I will maybe in the next month or two. But I have lots of different wedding related videos that I want to put up, but let me know what you guys want to see, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.